Datta, Jai Guru Datta, Sri Guru 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 Datta. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta, Merry Christmas everyone, and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Baru
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Merry Christmas, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. As always, today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadguru Deva, Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this show, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Ganapati Guru Mekam Satchidananda Rupam, Vibhuda Sevyam Yoga Margadhirudham, Sharanamupagatanam Ati Sanghadi Vajram, Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhakti Namro Namami. Once again, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this Christmas morning edition of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Aaron Road, Debe, Coquier Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Miaro Road, San Fernando, and Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited of 1126 SS Aaron Road, Debe, and 225 Southern Main Road, Warrenville, Cunupia.
How blessed we all are to be joining together for an hour of devotion on this, the day when the incarnation of Jesus Christ is celebrated. On today's episode of Datta Arpanam, the story of another divine incarnation continues to be studied as we look at the 88th shloka of the 100 shlokas collectively known as Shatashloki Ramayanam.
Before getting into today's shloka, however, worship is offered to Lord Ganapati, the remover of obstacles. Please open the Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 59 and sing along.
Pahi Pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana Pahi Pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana Pahi Pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Ekadanta Gajanana, Ekadanta Gajanana, Anekadantam Vidyanana, Anekadantam Vidyanana, Pahi Pahi Gajanana, Parvati Nanda Gajanana. लंबोदर हे गजानना लंबौरगदर बेनानना Gajanana, 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 Gajanana. Pahi pahi Gajanana, Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Suchmanetra Gajanana, Anantagana Vicharana, Pahi 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Pahi 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Chinmaya mudra bodhana chatura, Chinmaya mudra bodhana chatura, yoga mudra samadhi pala, Chinmaya mudra bodhana chatura, yoga mudra samadhi pala, pahi 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Sachidananda Gajanana, Sachidananda Gajanana, Nityananda Niranjana, Pahi 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Pahi 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 Gajanana, 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 Gajanana.
In that divine song, composed and rendered by Lord Ganapati's namesake, Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, Lord Ganapati is worshipped through the words Antakarna Vicharana. May Lord Ganapati, the one whose large ears signify the ability to reflect and understand the true meaning of what is heard, bless us that we may reflect upon and understand the true meaning of the teachings of Sadgurudeva Paramapujya Sri Swamiji.
You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. This morning's program is being brought to you through the grace of Parama Pujya Sri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, and thanks to the sponsorship by his dedicated Sevakartas, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Koke Supermart Limited. Special thanks go out to them all, as they do to you, dear listener, for sharing your Christmas morning with us.
Now, as was promised at the start of the show, Shloka 88 of Shatashloki Ramayanam. You can find the words to this shloka in your Bhajan Mala app as well. Simply open the app to Stotra ID number 2295 and scroll down to Shloka 88. Now that you have hopefully located these divine words, please join Pujya Appaji in chanting them.
Punarakhyaikam jalpan Sugriva sahitascha saha Pushpakam tatsamaruhya Nandigramam yayau tada.
On last week's episode of Datta Arpanam, through contemplation upon the 87th shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam, you heard that en route to Ayodhya, Rama, along with his entourage of Sita Devi, Lakshmana, Vibhishana, and several Vanaras and their spouses, stopped at the hermitage of sage Bharadvaja. After inquiring about the people of Ayodhya, Rama instructed Lord Hanuman to first visit Guha and inform him of Lord Rama's well-being, and then visit Bharata and give him a summary of what took place over the 14-year period of exile. If Bharata was keen to continue ruling, Rama would be as equally contented as he would be if Bharata wanted Rama to take over the kingship of Ayodhya.
Now, in the 88th shloka, which was just chanted by Pujya Appaji, Valmiki Maharishi continues to tell the story of what he learned from his guru Narada Maharishi. He says, Puna, again, Akhyayikam, recalling earlier incidents, Jalpan, and conversing with each other, Saha, he, meaning Rama, Sugriva Sahita, accompanied by Sugriva, Yayautada, then departed, Pushpakam Tatsamaruhya, mounted on Pushpaka, Nandigramam, for Nandigrama.
In other words, this 88th shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam says that Sri Rama, accompanied by Sugriva, headed for Nandigrama.
Listeners, as we prepare our minds and our intellects to go on this journey with Lord Rama, Sita Devi, and their companions, let us worship Mother Goddess in the form of Annapurna Devi. She is the goddess of nourishment, not just nourishment in the form of 3 square meals daily, but she is the goddess of spiritual nourishment as well. As we thank her for sending Pujya Appaji's uplifting teachings on Shatashloki Ramayanam our way, may she be pleased with this offering of gratitude in the form of bhajan.
And just before the bhajan is played, today, Christmas Day, is a day when many families and friends gather together and celebrate with a feast. Let us offer thanks to the one who bestows such feasts as a manifestation of her grace. This is also just a little reminder that before you sit to eat today, before you sit to eat on any day, thank Mother Goddess for the meal before you. Offer it to her as a means of thanks, but pray too that those who are less fortunate, the many hungry and starving persons around the world, pray that they may feel as nourished and as satisfied as you do by having your meal.
Listeners, fellow worshippers, please open the Bhajanmala app or website once again. This time enter Bhajan ID number 334 and join in this offering of love and devotion to the goddess of nourishment, Annapurna Devi.
Annapurne Sada Purne Shankara Prana Vallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati.
జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ అన్నపూర్ణ 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 జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ జయతు పావన జయతు శోభన జయతు పావన జయతు శోభన జయతు నిస్తుల జయతు నిశ్చల జయతు నిస్తుల జయతు నిశ్చల జయతు పావన జయతు శోభన జయతు పావన జయతు శోభన జయతు నిస్తుల జయతు నిశ్చల జయతు నిస్తుల జయతు నిశ్చల అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ స్వాపరాధని మోక్ష తత్పరా స్వాపరాధని మోక్ష తత్పరా అన్నదానస దీక్షితా పరా అన్నదానస దీక్షితా పరా వ్యాసగర్వని వాసనిష్ఠురా వ్యాసగర్వని వాసనిష్ఠురా సచిదానంద శ్రీ నిత్యభాసురా సచిదానంద శ్రీ నిత్యభాసురా అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ అన్నపూర్ణ జ్ఞానపూర్ణ సాదదాతు మే ధియముదీర్ణ
Another gem in the musical treasure chest, known as the bhajan compositions of the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. You are listening to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. This morning's program is coming to you through the grace of Paramapujya Shri Swamiji and through the sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Fellini's Drug Mart Limited and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Earlier, you heard that Lord Rama sent Lord Hanuman off as his emissary to Guha and Bharata. Once Lord Hanuman had left, Rama recounted in reverse order all the events which took place during the 14-year exile period, starting with the killing of Ravana. He said, the city of Lanka is located on top of the mountain Trikuta. There, a terrible war ensued between Ravana and me. In that war, I killed both Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Meanwhile, in that same war, Indrajit met his end at the hands of Lakshmana.
The Lord continued relaying the events at Lanka when he said, Mandodari, together with 1,000 co-wives, arrived at the battlefield and mourned the death of Ravana. Angada killed Vikata, the brother of Prahasta, while Sushena killed Vidyanmali, a friend of Ravana's. Many valiant demons such as Virupaksha, Akampana, Mahaparshva, Mahodara, and many others met their end in the battle.
Listeners, how fortunate we all are to be witnessing this retelling of those 14 years in the life of Lord Rama. He continued describing the events at Lanka by saying, prior to the war, along with the army comprising of Vanaras and bears, we camped for one night in Lanka. We constructed a bridge and crossed over to Lanka. Nala played the most significant role in the construction of the bridge. No one can replicate such a construction.
Setu Bandha, said Lord Rama, is a sacred and holy place. Whoever bathes in the sacred waters there has his sins completely washed away. Beings from all three planes, meaning heaven, earth, and hell, take this water as tirtham. Lord Shiva, who resides here, casts a compassionate glance upon the beings of all the three planes. It was in this place that Vibhishana approached me and sought refuge.
Listeners, here Lord Rama is telling us that Lord Shiva resides at Setubandha, which is now known as Rameshwaram. Lord Rama is telling us that Lord Shiva, out of an abundance of compassion, cleanses one of their sins if he or she bathes there. Let us worship that Lord of Setubandha, that Lord of Rameshwaram, as we join Parama Pujya Sri Swamiji in singing this next bhajan, the lyrics to which you can find by entering bhajan ID number 1288 on the Bhajanmala app or website.
The bhajan says, O Lord, I visualize you as spiritual brilliance in the form of Shiva Linga. I pray to you to rekindle the brilliance in the core of my heart. Your form is of spiritual brilliance. Your abode is near the bridge which Rama constructed from India to Lanka. Your linga is made of sand. However, you coexist with the linga installed by Hanuman. In a sense, you are the master of Rama. In another sense, Rama is your master. Hence, both of you are Rameshwara. The reason for that is both of you possess Sat Chit Ananda, truth, knowledge, and bliss.
Shrupa Parama Shiva Jyotirlingagara Dwadasha Rupa Parama Shiva Jnanakara Kalakara Nirvikara Shiva Shiva Jnanakara Kalakara Nirvikara Shiva Shiva Jyotirlingagara Dwadasharupa Parama Shiva. सेतु समीप धृतवास ज्योतिरूपक रामेश सेतु समीप धृतवास सैकत संवृत निज वेश हनुमशंकर सगवास सैकत संवृत निज वेश हनुमशंकर सगवास हनुमशंकर सगवास हनुमशंकर सगवास ज्योतिर्लिंगाकार द्वादश रूप परम शिव ज्योतिर्लिंगाकार द्वादश रूप परम शिव रामस्य नातस्त्वं भवसि रामोऽपि नातस्ते भवति रामस्य नातस्त्वं भवसि रामोऽपि नातस्ते भवति युवामितो वै रामेशो सच्चिदानन्द द्वयवेशो युवामितो वै रामेशो सच्चिदानन्द द्वयवेशो रामस्य नातस्त्वं भवसि रामोऽपि नातस्ते भवति रामस्य नातस्त्वं भवसि रामोऽपि नातस्ते भवति युवामितो वै रामेशो सच्चिदानन्द द्वयवेशो युवामितो वै रामेशो सच्चिदानन्द द्वयवेशो ज्योतिर्लिंगाकार द्वादश रूप परम शिव ज्योतिर्लिंगाकार द्वादश रूप परम शिव परम शिव परम शिव परम शिव परम शिव परम शिव.
In that beautiful bhajan, Lord Shiva is worshipped as Rameshwara Jyotirlingam. You heard from the translation given before it that on the one hand, Lord Shiva is the master of Lord Rama, but on the other hand, Lord Rama is the master of Lord Shiva. Well, there is a story behind this.
Although Ravana was a demon, he was also a Brahmin. When Lord Rama took the life of that Brahmin, he had to atone for the sin of killing a Brahmin. All the saints advised Lord Rama that in order to be rid of this sin, he needed to install a Shiva Lingam. That linga was installed by Lord Rama at Rameshwaram.
The word Rameshwara is made up of two words, Rama and Ishwara. Ishwara means the master. So Rameshwara can be interpreted in two ways. It can either be considered to imply the one who is the master of Rama, or it can be considered to imply the one whose master is Rama.
The saints who participated in the installation of the Rameshwara Jyotirlingam asked Lord Rama about the meaning of the word Rameshwara. Lord Rama replied, "Shiva is my master."
The sages then went to Lord Shiva and asked him the same question. What does this word Rameshwara mean? Lord Shiva replied that Rama is his master.
The sages were confused. They meditated deeply to find some sort of cohesion between the two responses. Then it came to them, whoever is Rama and whoever is Shiva, he is Rameshwara.
And an important take-home lesson from that realization is unity. How? Because there is only one Rameshwara Jyotirlingam. Whoever is Rama is Rameshwara, whoever is Shiva is Rameshwara. But if only one Rameshwaram exists, does this not mean that Rama is Shiva and Shiva is Rama?
The Rameshwara Jyotirlingam therefore teaches us to accept other paths or ideas. Worshipping Lord Shiva is neither superior to nor inferior to worshipping Lord Vishnu. Each one worships the other, so how can we claim that one aspect of God is different to or superior to another? God takes different forms for us. There's only one God. We are only one people. Only one exists. Daily, daily, daily contemplate upon this message. Only one exists.
In fact, Pujya Sri Swamiji has said that there is no need to pick quarrels with someone who follows a different religion. Such an attitude displays narrow-mindedness, which, he cautions, does not lead a person closer to God, but it is quite the opposite. Such attitudes drag a person far, far away from divinity.
So whether your preference is Ganapati worship, Devi worship, Shiva worship, or Vishnu worship, whatever form most appeals to you, continue that worship.
And actually, that is one of the true beauties of the twin island nation of Trinidad and Tobago. As a nation, we join together to celebrate Diwali, to celebrate Christmas, to celebrate Eid, to celebrate Hoseh. Let us all, each of us, continue to foster acceptance of the path our fellow citizens may be using to bring them closer to God. For listeners, this is a primary lesson taught by Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
The prayer, the Ashrama Nitya Prarthana, or Shiveti Shauriti, is the universal prayer for world peace. It recognizes all faiths and calls upon that one and only Lord. The prayer says, we seek refuge in that one Lord whose boundless glory is proclaimed ceaselessly in the Bible, Quran, the Shastras, and the Vedas. We seek refuge in that one Lord who is worshipped and whose glory is sung in the churches, in the mosques, and in the temples using various methods like chanting prayers, holy names, etc. We seek refuge in the Supreme Satchidananda, who is endowed with countless names, who shines with resplendence, with countless forms, and who is exuberant with countless good qualities and powers.
Listeners, you can find the words to this beautiful prayer by entering Stotra ID number 2271 on the Bhajan Mala app or website. So please do chant along.
व्रजामः य एव कर्ता भुवनस्य हर्ता संरक्षको वा कथितपुराणः त्रिमूर्तिरूपेण विराजते यः तमेकदेवं शरणं व्रजामः अल्लेति नाम्ना जिनदेव नाम्ना बुद्धेति नाम्ना च यमावयन्ति वदन्ति यङ्गाडिति आङ्ग्ललोका तमेकदेवं शरणं व्रजामः वैवल्यमध्येत पुराणमध्ये शास्त्रेषु वेदेषु पुराणवर्गे यत्कीर्तिरेखा विरतं सुघोषा तमेकदेवं शरणं व्रजामः ईगीजुमसीद सुमन्दिरेषु पेयनमादार्चन पङ्क्तिवीर्यम् अर्चन्ति गायन्ति च यद्गुणौघौ तमेकदेवं शरणं व्रजामः अनन्तनाम्ना परिशोभितो यः अनन्तरूपेण विराजितश्च अनन्तवीरादि गुणैः प्रपूर्णः तं सच्चिदानन्द विभुं व्रजामः तं सच्चिदानन्द विभुं व्रजामः.
That absolutely beautiful Sanskrit prayer was composed by His Holiness Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji in the year 1966, when he stepped foot onto what has now become the great spiritual organization known as Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru, India. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you this Christmas morning on 103.1 FM, thanks to Pujya Sri Swamiji's divine grace, and thanks to the sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Earlier in today's show, Lord Rama's reminiscences about the 14 years in exile were being shared, starting with the defeat of Ravana. The Lord spoke about what an auspicious place Setubandha was. That was the place from where the bridge to Lanka was built.
The Lord said, the mighty, turbulent, and ferocious ocean could not be crossed. It appeared to be roaring ferociously. Only Hanuman could fly across this otherwise impassable ocean. While Hanuman was flying across the ocean, Mountain Menaka, whose residence is within the ocean, appeared before Hanuman.
In Kishkinda, said Lord Rama, Vali was killed. Then, near the Pampa Sarovar, I was overtaken by grief. Unable to control myself, I lamented a lot. I met Shabari, the great Tapasvin. A little distance from there, the gigantic demon Kabandha was killed.
At Panchavati, the demon Ravana killed Jatayu. But at Janasthana, the mighty demons Kara, Dushana, and Trishiras were killed by me, said Rama.
The Lord's recount continued. In Panchavati, we resided near the flower garden. It was here that the demon Ravana abducted Sita. The beautiful, wide and pure Godavari river flows at Panchavati. Maharishi Agastya has his hermitage close to this place. Close to it is the ashrama of Maharishi Sutikshna. Near that is the ashrama of Maharishi Sharabhanga. Lord Indra visited Sharabhanga a little while beforehand.
Just before this, said Lord Rama, the demon Viradha was killed. The hermitage of revered sage Atri, who glows with the illumination of the sun and fire, is very near to this place. Hermitages of many great saints are in that area. A short distance from there is the mountain Chitrakuta. It was there that Bharata met us.
A little distance from Chitrakuta, the Lord continued, is the place where river Yamuna flows. Near to this is the hermitage of Maharishi Bharadwaja. River Ganga flows near there. Sringiberapuram, the land of the Nishadas, is located by the banks of this river. It was at this place that I met the king of Nishadas, Guha. The river Sarayu flows just a short distance away from Sringiberapuram. The city of Ayodhya is situated on the banks of this great river.
Hearing this description of Ayodhya, Sita Devi was overjoyed. Sugriva and Vibhishana were delighted. In many ways, Rama continued to describe the events that took place during this period. Om Sita Rama Bhyam Namaha.
Listeners, we should never feel, I know this already, why should I listen to it again? When our scriptures repeat something, when Sadguru repeats something, there's always a reason. Perhaps it is to drive home a lesson already learnt. Perhaps it is to teach us a new lesson. Or, as Puja Appaji said during his discourses on Srimad Bhagavatam and on the war at Kurukshetra, just hearing or recalling the names of righteous persons on auspicious places bestows blessings.
So how grateful we must all be to Lord Rama, to Sage Narada, to Valmiki Maharishi, and to Puja Appaji for retelling in summary form the story of those 14 years of exile. How fitting it is too that Puja Appaji has orchestrated it in such a way that those 14 years are coming to an end in Ramayanam at the same time that 2022 is also drawing to an end for all of us. Let us give thanks for the year that is wrapping up as we once again join in bhajan.
For some, 2022 was a very difficult year. Let us then not only give thanks for the blessings we received in 2022, but also offer up a prayer that those who had a tough year will feel stronger, will feel lighter as the new year approaches. Just like 2022 will come to an end in a week's time, may their perception of loneliness, of sorrow, of lack of self-confidence, of pain, may it all come to an end. This bhajan is offered on their behalf. Please enter bhajan ID number 74 on the Bhajanmala app or website and join in this offering.
Shri Datta Namam Palku Palku Ni Kashtamanta Marchai Marchai
Shri Datta Namam Paluku Paluku Ni Kashtamanta Marchai Marchai
Shri Datta Namam Palku Palku Ni Kashtamanta Marchai Marchai
Shri Datta Namam Paluku Paluku
Padandi
Kashtamanta Marchai Marchai
Shri Datta Namam Palku Palku Ni Kashtamanta Marchai Marchai
Shri Datta Namam Paluku Paluku Ni Kashtamanta Marchai Marchai
Puttindi vattide chachedi vattide
Puttindi vattide chachedi vattide
మధ్యలోన వచ్చింది ఈ కష్టము
మధ్యలోన వచ్చింది ఈ కష్టము
అరే శ్రీ దత్త నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయ్ మర్చేయ్
శ్రీ దత్త నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచేయ్ మరిచేయ్
శ్రీ హనుమ నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయ్ మర్చేయ్
శ్రీ హనుమ నామం పలుకు పలుకు కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ హనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ హనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
ఇష్టాలనడగండి గురుదేవుని
ఇష్టాలనడగండి గురుదేవుని
నష్టాలు మనకెప్పుడు లేవండి
నష్టాలు మనకెప్పుడు లేవండి
ఇష్టాలనడగండి గురుదేవుని
ఇష్టాలనడగండి గురుదేవుని
నష్టాలు మనకెప్పుడు లేవండి
నష్టాలు మనకెప్పుడు లేవండి శ్రీదత్తనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ హనుమనామం
పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
క్రమలోన పడవద్దు ఓ మనస
శ్రమలోన పడవద్దు ఓ మనసా
తీయగానుంటుంది సుఖము
తీయగా ఉంటుంది
సుఖము భ్రమలోన పడవద్దు ఓ మనస
శ్రమలోన పడవద్దు ఓ మనసా
తీయగా ఉంటుంది ఈ సుఖము
తీయగా ఉంటుంది సుఖము శ్రీదత్తనామం
పలుకు పలుకు
నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే శ్రీదత్తనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
మిగిలేది ఏముంది ఈ మాయా
మిగిలేది ఏముంది ఈ మాయా
మిగిలేది ఏముంది ఈ మాయా
మిగిలేది ఏముంది ఈ మాయా
మిగిలింది మనకుంది శ్రీ గురువే
మిగిలింది మనకుంది శ్రీ గురువే
మిగిలింది మనకుంది శ్రీ గురువే
మిగిలింది మనకుంది శ్రీ గురువే శ్రీదత్తనామం
పలుకు పలుకు
నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీదత్తనామం పలుకు పలుకు
నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీదత్తనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి శ్రీ హనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి శ్రీ హనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు
నీ కష్టమంతా
మర్చేయి శ్రీ హనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు
నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే శ్రీధనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ హనుమనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి శ్రీ హనుమనామం
పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీరామనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీరామనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీకృష్ణ నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీకృష్ణ నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ స్కంద నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ స్కంద నామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ శివనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ శివనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ గురునామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ గురునామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ గణనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ గణనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ దుర్గనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ దుర్గనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
శ్రీ దుర్గనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
శ్రీ దుర్గనామం పలుకు పలుకు నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి
నీ కష్టమంతా మరిచే
నీ కష్టమంతా మర్చేయి మరిచేయి.
Earlier, you heard that though God may possess many names and forms, only one supreme divinity exists. So, hearing Pooja Appaji bring that bhajan to a close by encouraging us to chant so many of the various names of the divine felt like a perfect way to begin to bring today's episode of Datta Arpanam to a close.
Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of the Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, beloved Sadguru Deva Parama Puja Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance, and music this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Pooja Appaji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM.
And to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
And of course, dear listener, having your company this Christmas morning was not only a pleasure, but also a blessing. Thank you.
Remember, if you would like to listen to today's offering again, the podcast will be uploaded to 103.1 FM's website and to Datta Arpanam's Facebook page tomorrow, Monday, by 6 p.m. To access it on the radio station's website, visit www.103fm.tt, click on Podcasts, and scroll down to Datta Arpanam. Alternatively, as was just mentioned, you can also access the link via the Datta Arpanam Facebook page.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday, New Year's Day at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music, and teachings of His Holiness Parama Puja Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. Have a blessed week, everyone. Merry Christmas and Jai Guru Datta.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Baja baja datam, baja baja datam, baja baja datam, baja datam, baja baja datam, baja baja datam, baja baja datam, baja datam. Karuna Bhavam Samsruti Navam Bhajadattam Sadguru Devam Sakaruna Bhavam Samsruti Navam Bhajadattam Sajjana Param Samadhikalolam Sanamuni Param Bhajadattam Chinmaya Rupam Chirasukha Bajadatam, 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 bajadatam. पश्यति ततो पदमविनाशं नाशविदूरं भजदत्तं संस्कृतिपादा शममीच सजत् शमदमधीरं भजदत्तं संशयकण्टक सन्ततदष्टो यदि गुरुरूपं भजदत्तम् अपमतिदलितो यदि लोकेऽस्मिन् त्रिभुवनराजं भजदत्तं त्रिभुवनराजं भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भजदत्तं संपदि यदि वाञ्छा लगते अष्टैश्वर्यं संपदि यदि वाञ्छा लगते अष्टैश्वर्यं वाञ्छसि विद्या धनमधिकं जत् मालापाणिं 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 भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भजदत्तं असमृद्धि च तावृणुते त्वं चेतितनूजं भजदत्तं संसदि विजयं सन्तति विनयं प्राप्यसि भजदत्तं किं किं न लिप्यत किञ्चित् स्मरणत यदि भक्तिस्ते भजदत्तं अत सर्वजा पदत्मै सच्चिदानन्दं भजदत्तं सच्चिदानन्दं भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं भज भजदत्तं 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत्